What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and we got very exciting news. Many of you guys already know we've been waiting for the ultimate kickoff. There were delays due to the fact that a hurricane was supposed to hit Central Florida. It did not, but it still caused delays because you always have to prepare for that, tragic incidents and things that might happen because of the warnings that come. So, finally, we are going to be getting ultimate kickoff. Now, pretty much every team is going to get a player from this actual promo. There will be new solos. There are going to be other free things coming along with that. Many of you guys have been asking about the Mut Rewards. If you guys, right now the Madden companion app has been having a little bit of glitches happening or whatever, so you may not be able to log in, but that was a place that you could actually see what was going on as far as your packs opened. If you just check MutRewards.com, there's been a bug going around where it just shows 0, but I believe that EA Sports is keeping track of everything, and that will eventually be fixed. So don't worry about that too much. I'm pretty sure everybody will be able to get the right rewards for Mut Rewards. So now, what are you guys thinking about, what we're going to do as far as our team goes? Because everybody is going to get a player, many of you guys are wondering what you should be doing with your team right now. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you guys my game plan, like what I usually do before any new promo that's giving a player for every, for every team, because you never know which one of the players is going to be updated, or what player is going to lose value, and etc., etc. For instance, I've already been, been told by several people they've lost millions with Lamar Jackson being released, even prior to that on Michael Vick. So there's a lot of other things that have been going on within the game itself. All right, so what I want to point out is, if you guys are unhappy with certain players, like I'm going to give you guys some insight. I love me some Marcus Allen, but over the last week, he's been fumbling every game. I don't know why he's doing it. I don't know if the game was tuned. I don't know what's going on, but he's been doing that. I also want to point out that even though he's doing that, Bo Jackson maxed out was fumbling for me also. So I don't think it's a carrying issue or anything along that line. I just think that something's going on within the game where people are just going to fumble a lot in certain games. For most of you guys that just, viewed my most recent Twitch stream, I fumbled like 7 times in one game. So I don't know exactly what's going on with that. It could be possible tuning. It could be some things that are just like off. We don't know. We have to wait to see. But still, all in all, I still believe that Marcus Allen is one of the most best, well-rounded backs in the game. So he's still going to stay where he is. Just so that we point that out and everybody's clear with that. All right? Now, would I consider going to regular teams based on the fact that Ultimate Kickoff is coming? Because many people that didn't get cards from Team of the Week are probably going to be getting cards with, obviously Ultimate Kickoff. So what does that mean as far as like legend to the current players? Tyreek Hill, I told you guys, he's safe up until Randy Moss is released. So that's fine. We could just stay and do what he's doing right there. OBJ could be put into a set with Series 2. Because they should be increasing the exchange set to get like 90 overall, so putting a certain amount in. So there are going to be ways for us to make a lot of coins based on many of the promos that we did in Series 1. This one being the Mut Superstars. So remember, guys, do not quick sell them for training. Some of you guys have already told me that you did it. You got to be patient with certain things. That's something that I've learned over the years of playing Mut. Even though these guys are not performing well, you got to just hold them and just say, yo, look, all right, you garbage, but I'm going to sit you here on the side real quick. And then that's pretty much what you have to do. All right. Everything else that goes on within the game, you guys have to be able to figure out yourselves. You have to be able to understand that certain players are going to upgrade, certain players are going to stay the same, and some players are just going to be straight up bums. Now, I'm going to start with the QB position. All right. Many of you guys have been asking about the throw power of Lamar Jackson. Gmi, he's an 85. Are you considering chemming him up with go deep? What are you planning on doing? Would you go with another quarterback? This is the situation for me, right? Lamar Jackson is a lot different from Steve Young because he fumbles if you touch him. If you just graze him, he's going to fumble. That's one of the most disgusting things that's in, like, with his card. Just so that we're upfront with it. You will have to hold R1 or slide or something along those lines. But again, if you're looking for a QB with speed and stuff like that, he might be the guy to do that, but he's not somebody that you're going to be able to get away with running the football a lot. I'm waiting to see if Cam Newton is going to get an upgrade, because usually Cam Newton is one of the bigger, stronger quarterbacks that just don't fumble. But I want to explain that to you. That's a major issue with Lamar Jackson. Okay, I fumbled 6 times with him and once with Marcus Allen in one game. All right, so you're going to want to make sure that those are some of the things that you know, if there's a quarterback that comes out that catches your eye immediately, you're going to want to make sure that you get it done fast. All right? Don't waste time to, oh, you know what? Don't waste time doing that. Please, if there's somebody that you know, that's geared towards what you want to do, utilize it. The only thing that I urge you guys to understand is that for me, in my situation, I don't get back any of the training that I wasted on him, giving him escape artists and all that stuff like that. I just don't get that back. It's just over and gone. You see what I'm saying? So for me, I have to consider, do I want to get a quarterback that's more accurate with escape artist and just utilize that QB, or do I want to stick with Lamar Jackson and just have the option to be able to run for first downs whenever I want? Plus, he's right-handed. So, you know, those things come into effect, and we have to figure it out. But remember, Aaron Rodgers was throwing the ball at an 86 throw power, very similar to the way that Patrick Mahomes was throwing it when I tested it out. So, as far as we go, like right now with Lamar Jackson, I got to do a little bit more tests with his throw power, but I believe that he can get the ball down the field based on the throws that I've made thus far. Now, with all the other positions, my O-line is all set, okay? Now, the one thing that I want to tell you guys, other than Lane Johnson, the other and Tyron Smith, O-line, they're very, very expensive because these guys, you know, they cost a pretty penny, but they're also in the 90s. Lane Johnson was down last I checked to about 130 something, but he's also a power-up. Let me just let you guys know this right now. If for any reason you're able to get a 90 overall right tackle, and even if he doesn't get a power-up, you may want to consider using it based on the fact that Team of the Week now, the limiteds and certain cards will not have power-ups. Okay, just so that you guys know that. They're going to be just giving it out with the high overall on that basis. So that may be an issue for some of you. I just want to make sure that everybody is aware of that. That I myself may be making certain choices to get players without power-ups this year because I know that upgrades will come and it won't require it. All right? Also, abilities-wise, I don't use abilities on my O-linemen. I won't. Maybe further down the line, they'll give you guys an option to use abilities on O-linemen, but I kind of doubt it because the 3-3 has been working. So if they kind of concede to giving O-lineman stuff, it's going to kind of make dudes start going wild. And then we're going to have to deal with another aspect of the game that's probably going to cause some real rage. All right? So for me, my O-line, with the exception of Tyron Smith, can be rate sold. Okay? Listen, Tyron Smith can be rate sold. The other guys are pretty good. Tyron Smith, he's lacking in certain areas, so it's a possibility we may get rid of him, or, you know, we'll go another route depending on what happens with this new Ultimate Kickoff. Offensively, I'm just waiting for the Madden 10 player with Randy Moss. Tight end, you will see what happens as far as upgrades go with that. Now, defensively, obviously strong safety is Pat Tillman. He's the Mut Master, so he's not going anywhere. If we're able to get a decent free safety, let me take that back. We're not doing any free safety action until the GOATs drop. Until Sean Taylor drops, we're done with all this. This guy's just taking up space right there. That's fine. Once Sean Taylor drops, Ken Houston is getting rage sold. He's getting rage sold so fast, his head's going to spin. All right? Jalen Ramsey, we have to wait to see what happens with that. Obviously, my biggest issue with him is that he has an 84 speed. All right? Now, he plays bigger because of his press, which means that he'll stay on a receiver a lot longer, so that kind of works for everybody. But at the same time, that speed comes into play on wheel routes and a lot of different, getting routed plays that he just cannot keep up with because the speed threshold is a lot different this year. Willie Brown, guys like this, they have really good numbers. That 90 zone, 91 man, other than like Gilmore and stuff like that, you're not going to really be able to get much bang for your buck. So those guys might, stick around. There are going to be a lot of surprises with the Ultimate Kickoff, I believe, just going forward because many players need to get upgrades. But regardless of what happens, Lawrence Taylor's not going anywhere. Von Miller's not going anywhere. I want to really make that be a staple in your mind that there are certain players that we just wait patiently for their upgrades. Okay, and these are two of those players. Demarcus Lawrence as well. And you know what's weird about Demarcus Lawrence? You may have to actually power him up depending on how they do the promo. Because you see how I left his card this way and I didn't power him up even though I have his power up simply because I didn't want to lose those abilities that he has and then have to rebuy them with training. We may have to end up upgrading him if he gets an Ultimate Kickoff player. You see what I'm saying? It's certain players that you're going to have to whatever. Because he plays so well for me that it doesn't make any sense that I would not upgrade him. But players like Zeke Elliott, a lot of these other guys that haven't gotten any upgrades or updates yet, more than likely they will also be getting them. But I want to make it very, very clear. If you have a Mut superstar that you're utilizing without the power-up, you may have to power them up depending on what the next card is. And you are going to lose those abilities, and it is going to be a nightmare because I don't see EA allowing us to customize it and let us leave those actual abilities. I thought that that would be the most logical thing to do, is to have those abilities available even when you upgrade it, but maybe it's a little bit more difficult on their end. I don't know, but I'm going to urge you guys to not go along that route and upgrade these players unless you have the training to do so, because it gets very, very costly. And I get all the complaints and I look at them and I'm like, I hear you bros, but it's nothing we can do about it. But let them know that, you know, maybe going forward you can find a way to make it a little bit better, because training is so ridiculous this year. All right, so with everything like offensively and defensively being said, that's something that I'm going to have to look at, and I'm going to further analyze my team. I like Jason Elam. He's able to make, you know, the kicks that I need from 50 plus. Like he's like 55 he just made earlier for me. Brian Anger, we're going to upgrade our punter, because in certain games you're going to need a punter that can actually do something. When it's like really, really nip tuck and it's just a really, really like hell game, you're going to need a punter. We're going to look at that and focus with that. But there, I just want to point out, when I put my video out about Ultimate Kickoff, it's going to be primarily about me getting the rest of my stars to get 250K from my Mut Master, which I think a lot of us are in the same boat as me. We're just waiting because we're all like, we were just all soloed out, so we're just waiting. So for me, you can see that I'm pretty close to it, but I'm gonna probably need a little bit more. So I'm gonna grind out the 245 or whatever is needed, and I'm gonna get my 250K from this, probably during the Ultimate whatever promo that they're doing. When Series 2 drops, that's gonna be even more opportunity to complete Mut Master. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys. You do get 250K for the entire list being completed. All right, just to kind of verify it. Some of you guys were still asking because it doesn't say it there, which kind of, I understand it's kind of confusing. It should tell you the amount that you're going to get. But again, we will be looking towards getting that stuff done. Other than that, I'm really, really excited about Series 2. I want to point out that Von Miller will not be in the store come next week with Series 2. And also, you will get half your trophies. They're going to cut your trophies in half. So use them up as soon as possible. What I'm going to be doing is, right before Series 2, I'm going to try to get the rest of that John Madden, those John Madden collectibles, and finish that off along those lines and see where I can go with that and utilize my trophies like that, because they will be cut in half. And also, Von Miller will no longer obviously be in the store. They're going to go ahead and put the Series 2 Master in. If there's anything that I missed, feel free to leave it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let me know if you're, excited about Ultimate Kickoff, Series 2, all that good stuff. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Definitely go to Twitter. Follow me there for updates. Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, all at GmiasWorld. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.